What's going on, guys? Robert with the Bodybuilding Anchor. Friday night of the Arnold Classic has come to a close, and boy, did it not disappoint. We have the Classic Physique finals to go over and the Open prejudging, so sit back, relax, and let's get into it. Starting out with the Classic Physique, Urs and Ramon battled it out once again. Both brought very similar conditioning to the finals as they did to the prejudging. It was super close in my opinion, but Ramon just has more muscle completeness and he fills out his structure better for an overall better package. Urs definitely had better posing, and he even won the best posing award for the show. And if the individual rounds were judged, that could have made a massive difference because it seemed like Ramon didn't even put any effort into his individual round. So as you can probably assume by now, Ramon ended up coming in first, followed by Urs in second, Alex in third, and Mike in fourth, exactly as I had predicted in the prejudging. Urs is still super young, and once he gets a little more muscle maturity and fills at his back, he's going to be extremely dangerous. He has such a bright future in the sport. It's actually very exciting to think of what's to come for him. It's just going to take a few more years, I think. And now into open class, and this is where things got very interesting. The biggest standout to me when they all walked in numerical order was Big Ramy. His sheer mass was overwhelming in comparison to everyone else, and Chad Nichols was right. The divots in his quads are definitely gone. His legs were looking massive in comparison to the Olympia. He has majorly improved and brought much better conditioning, but as I predicted, there wasn't enough time for Ramy to get it back to 100%. His triceps still look small and one was bigger than the other, and although there was improvements to his back, you could still see there's some issues there. Ramy ended up being in the second call-out with Sean Clarita, William Bonac, and Akeem Williams. And in my opinion, Ramy dwarfed Sean. Yes, shot Braun a very impressive physique with insane conditioning and symmetry, but the size difference was just too much for me. Ramy's quads alone were almost as wide as Sean as a whole. So right now, I have Sean in fifth, Ramy in fourth. I know some people are saying that Ramy got shafted and should have been in the top three, but for me, I just think his conditioning could have been better, and the tricep and lower back issues are still there, and that's what limited him from being in the top three, although he did look very well improved from the Olympia. The first call-out with Nick, Samson, and Andrew was extremely close. Andrew brought a very improved physique compared to the Olympia. His conditioning was extremely on point, very close to Nick's conditioning actually. So it was a toss-up between them for conditioning. It was so close. I do think Samson improved his conditioning from the Olympia, but it was clear that it wasn't good as Nick or Andrew's. When it comes to shape though, I think Samson has the best shape with his very small waist, showing a very impressive X-frame. Andrew was close, but I was leaning more towards Samson for the X-frame, and Nick obviously was not even close in comparison to either two of those when you're talking about shape. But when you look at the individual poses, this is where Nick stands out. I think Nick takes all of the side poses and back poses. His front lat spread is very poor though. This is something he really needs to work on. He cannot open up at all. Nick also needs more leg size. On all of the front shots, his legs look small in comparison to Andrew or Samson's. If he had more leg width, he would have somewhat of an X frame, which he definitely needs to his physique. This is pretty much his biggest flaw right now. But I don't think he has any of the front shots. The front shots between Andrew and Samson were very close. They both have very similar structures, but for me, my eyes were going to Andrew. He was nailing the front lat spread, and his front double was absolutely insane. And I think the reason my eyes were going to Andrew was because of conditioning. He was just a bit sharper, and it really paid off for him, because I think this might have given him the edge over Samson right now. So as you can see, it's very close, and this could go either way in the finals. One thing we do know is that all three of them brought their very best, and they did not miss their peak. My top three right now is Nick in first, Andrew in second, and Samson in third. This is going to be an absolute battle in the finals. As you can see, there's a lot of emotion in these guys, and they all want it so very bad. So let me know if you guys agree. Do you have Nick in first, Andrew in second, Samson in third? But anyway, guys, that's going to do it for this one. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this content. Hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.